Hello there, original travelers! Welcome to a new video of ours. This time we are in Fort Augustus in the Highlands of Scotland.
Stay until the end to see what we managed to do in the Highlands and also if we found the monster of Loch Ness.
We booked an organized trip to the Highlands. Our meeting point was directly on the Royal Mile, so we headed there and entered our bus to ride off to the Highlands. First up was a stop at Loch Lomond, and while we were enjoying the beach, we found some really cool new friends. Afterwards, we went to the snack shack, where we had some really great buns with, obviously, haggis. And we couldn't resist the sweet treats there as well, so we had this really cool candy bar made out of chocolate and nuts.
Next up, we headed to the Three Sisters viewing spot. Even with the fog, the view was majestic. With better light, you might also be able to see heather, as it was heather season. A highlight on our tour was the Glenfinnan Viaduct, and we waited for a while until we were able to see this. You might actually be able to recognize this train, as it is the Harry Potter one.
Our next stop was Fort Augustus in the Highlands, where we would also stay for the night. We stayed in this really cute and cool guest house, which was really cozy, and the people there were super nice. In the gardens we also found the Nessie's hunting hut, so that was a clear sign that we had to find Nessie. And then we went to town. Did we mention that it is directly on the shores of Loch Ness? So obviously we kept looking for Nessie. First, we explored the little town, and then we felt some hunger, so we had some food at a cozy local pub called the Loch Inn. We ate some Scottish salmon and a deer burger. Both were really tasty. We also tried some of the local real ale, which is typical for this area. It comes straight from the cask via a hand pump. After refueling with food, we headed to the shore of Loch Ness to enjoy the sunset. To our surprise, we spotted the legendary Nessie, wearing some unexpectedly fancy headgear. Hi Nessie! After our great success of finding Nessie, we had to celebrate. And how else would we do that? You know us guys. We had to have a beer, so we went to this local pub called the Bothy, where we had a great stout directly, again, from cask.
Our next stop on the tour was the Urquhart Castle, which was built in the 13th century, and the control over it passed between the Scots and the English all the time until it was actually blown up by the government troops during the Jacobite risings. And we'd like to mention Paul, who was one of the guides in the castle and told us in a very vivid and engaging way how the castle used to be defended back then in medieval times.
At Culloden, we step into a vital page of Scottish history. This battlefield marks the end of the 1745 Jacobite Rising. And in 1746, this field witnessed a crucial showdown, the last one on British soil. Culloden was a real turning point in Scottish history and culture. It was a heavy and tragic loss for the Scots. You can definitely feel that a big battle happened on these grounds. On the field itself, you can find gravestones of the clans that fought here. You can also visit a rebuilt cottage from these times, and there are even beautiful Highland cows.
Next up was the Clava Cairns, which was a burial site that was built about 4,000 years ago. It looks like a collection of stones and it contains a lot of clues about the life back then in the Bronze Age. A fun fact about this place is that it was actually the inspiration behind Craignadoon from the very famous series Outlander. And here you see us trying to go back in time to find Jamie.
Our last stop before returning to Edinburgh was Pitlochry. This town really surprised us with its beauty. There were tons of beautiful old houses, interesting shops, wait for our bonus tip at the end of the video, and awesome looking restaurants. This is definitely a place we'll have to visit again.
Thank you so much for watching, we hope you enjoyed this video.
And now don't forget to like and subscribe for future videos, including some adventures from Montreal and Newfoundland in Canada. Cheers everyone! Our bonus tip for the Scottish Highlands is explore chocolate shop in Pitlochry. Here you can find sustainable artisanal chocolates and pralines.